Do you all actually leech on other people's accounts? Just curious.
Yes, I have to be very honest. Yes, my friend's one. My brother leech onto his friend's one.
Oh,
Yeah.
House of Leeches.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
And welcome to our coffee shop. I'm your host, Vidya, and welcome to another episode of the KopiBros Show presented by the Chit Podcast Network. Now, for those of you that are tuning in via YouTube and any sort of podcasting platform, hi again. Thank you so much for giving us a try, for giving us a listen. We're just a bunch of Singaporeans that are saying goodbye to 2023. Farewell 2023. Sayonara. And now I'm joined by leeches of other people's Netflix account. I'm joined by Tin Yong and Brendan. Brendan, how are you doing?
That is very true. I leech for my wives.
Do you all actually leech on other people's accounts? Just curious.
Yes, I have to be very honest. Yes, my friend's one. My brother leech onto his friend's one.
Yeah.
House of Leeches.
Curious, besides Netflix, right? How many subscriptions do you all have?
Spotify and Disney Plus.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm quite lucky for the fact that I've said this before, right? That Eldad really subscribes to almost everything.
Yeah, oh yes.
Wow, brother. You think of anything he has, like what? Apple TV,
HBO
View,
HBO,
Amazon Prime, all this. Sometimes you'll buy movies early. So yeah. That's why last year we ended up watching Top Gun Maverick, don't know how many times, because he bought it on the YouTube YouTube Plus.
She bought the YouTube, the YouTube movies, right? Yeah. Wow.
Okay, but now if you've seen our thumbnail, you know that we're also going to be giving some awards for our favorite movies and shows of 2023. We touched on this a bit in the draft. To be honest, I feel that in comparison to music, I feel that the movies and shows, they are not as bad. There are some sleeper, good ones. There's no clear-cut blockbuster movie or a giant show, but I feel that there's throughout you can get gems lah.
I think for me, this was the year that I really started discovering all these funny there's this series in Hulu that's very cool, this kind of thing. Then I'll watch a 10-minute summary of it. Then I'm actually this is interesting. Then I should find some way to watch it online. That's the best way I can put it.
You know what? We'll just leave it there. Yeah, Brendan, for you also, or is it the shows that you watch still largely is Netflix?
No, because I feel that Netflix really spoils you. After watching Netflix, right?
Yes.
The show has to be really that good, right, for me to be willing to stream it online. Because sometimes you're so used to the skipping the intro or even you double tap to fast forward 15 seconds. Yeah.
The best thing about Netflix, right, by far is the user interface. Is the best. But okay, with that, right, we're going to be giving awards to each of these specific categories. This is a bit different from what the award show we did last year, because last year we had Hero of the Year, Villain of the Year, all these type of things. But I think that we don't need to cover all that because that's going to be included in the draft that is going to be coming out. Yeah. So if you are interested to go and see what's Hero of the Year, Villain of the Year, things that are more pop culture referencey, right? Yeah. You can watch our draft that will be coming out this Friday, which is our 2023 draft lah. Okay, so for this episode, right, it's going to be mainly focusing on movies and shows lah. So we're going to be giving awards to what we think are the best movies and stuff like that. There are 5 categories that we're going to be giving awards to. First off is movies, Korean drama, reality show or competition, documentary, and then last one is just a show, a regular drama or this lah. Is there a specific category that you struggle with? Brendan and Tin Yong?
Documentary. Honestly, I don't watch documentary. I would fall asleep. I think, even for normal shows, I already watch. Sometimes I watch it on 1.25 or 1.5. Right, for documentaries, right, I think I watch it, but like 1 point, like two times, times 2 speed.
So like for instance, like a very good one is like what Tinder Swindler that came out last year or something.
Oh yeah, Tinder Swindler. I did watch that. That was like the few that was like interesting enough that I will watch lah. Like this year, I don't think I watched a single documentary.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I think it's very different from Jin Yong because Jin Yong is someone that loves like all these like weird documentaries. Yeah, me and him are a bit similar in that way lah. Yeah. You cover a lot of documentaries this year, Jin Yong?
Actually not, but I have a few that are interesting. Like I recommended one, the really recommendations, the one, the Catholic Church one. They allowed people access into all these relics. I think that was an interesting one. One I'll talk about later. And then another one that I'm on now is on the murders one, Indian murders. I forget what it is. It was a family of 10 one, the one that killed themselves together one.
Yes, correct.
Okay, I'm talking about different one that I watched, but the family of 10 one I watched last year. That one I agree. That one was very, I don't know. I watched really the goosebumps on my hands stand like, oh my god, yeah.
But I'm guessing Brandon, for you is like, you rather not go through this type of like.
Yeah. I rather spend my time watching trashy like
rom-com.
Singles Inferno 2.
Our final goodbye to 2023. Okay, boys, let's get the show on the road. Let's get right into the episode. Alright, so how is this going to work, right? Is that we're going to give out awards for each of the category. All of us will give a winner for the specific categories. So in total, there should be 15 sort of like winners lah. And then at the end, right, after we all say our picks for that specific category, we're going to rattle off the honorable mentions very quickly lah. Then we'll just move on from that. Okay, first off, for the big one, I think the weaker one in the weaker of the category is movies. But you know what? You always have to start off with a big one lah. It's the big category movies. So Brandon, for you, what was the best movie of 2023?
Honestly, I feel like this is like not it's not going to be everybody's like first pick, but I really enjoyed it, and I felt like this was the only one of the few movies that Marvel did well this year. Could be the only one. Yeah, I'm picking a Marvel movie. Yeah. I'm picking Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh, that's actually a good movie.
Yeah.
A good movie. Yeah.
It's one of the few Marvel movies, right, that even though it was a 2.5 hour movie, right, I was like, wow, like the entire thing was very enjoyable.
I think it's also it's the fact that you compare it to the other movies from that Marvel.
Yeah. No, but I feel like it makes it worse because the thing is, after this movie, then you're just like, wow, Marvel is back on track again. There we go. Then right after that, if I remember correctly, it was Ant-Man. Then you were just like, what is this shit?
I think Ant-Man came out first. Then after it was Guardians. But after that, right, it's like they had like what the perfect the invasion.
Yes, Secret Wars or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Marvels and stuff like that. I was like, this is so bad.
Like, actually, because after Endgame, you start to dislike like the Chris Pratt character, you know. But then after this, you just like, I felt like it's a very nice way they move forward for summary for Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah,
surprisingly very touching. Like,
yes,
very emotional. No? Like, especially the late Lila, correct, and his relationship with Rocket, when they were going through the abuse and then the testing and stuff like that. I think it was good that they focused on Rocket instead.
Correct. Because everybody was very curious, and like it's a funny explanation because you know everybody's roughly their origins, but everybody always wonder where did Rocket come from. You know, everybody likes him and Groot's relationship. So everybody diving into the character, it was very nice. Yeah.
To be honest, right, I think the villain was quite good. No, I can't
yes.
He was suddenly just yell, and I'm like, wait, relax, hey, brother.
Yeah. Like a bit crazy. Yeah. Like everything's good. Yeah, good job. That's like,
I also put it in my honorable mentions. Good one. Okay, I'm up next. I think that this is the best movie that I watched this year. Not everyone watched this movie, really. So, but the best movie I watched is actually The Killers of the Flower Moon. Like someone else picked it up. Directed by Martin Scorsese, starring Leo, Robert De Niro, and then Lily Gladstone. A quick synopsis of the movie is set in the 1920s in Oklahoma, where there was a series of murders for the Osage tribe. and then the Osage Nation after oil was discovered in the tribal land. This movie is about 3 hours and 26 minutes, right? But I think it's very different from the comparison that will be brought up later, which is Oppenheimer. This movie, right, the whole 3 hour 26 minutes, right, I think it's a perfect movie, you know. Honestly, there's nothing that I would take out or like cut. And then once it gets to the end, it's like just nuts. Like the whole movie just explodes in like craziness. There's this thing that Scorsese does, right, where there is a lot of people want him to do like the Goodfellas stuff, which is like the mafia stuff. And then but there's also this bit of him that likes to do like The Irishman, where it's like slow burn. Yeah. So this movie, right, is really more like Goodfellas mixed in with like Casino, that type of vibe lah. Be surprised if the Lily Gladstone wins Best Actress, because I think it's very obvious that she will win. Robert De Niro, I also think might win Best Supporting Actor. But I think it'll be very close between him and Robert Downey Jr.
Is it on Apple TV?
Yeah. So the funny thing is that, right, it's only on Apple TV later next year. So if you like want to wait a while more, right, you can go and get Apple, because most of the time Apple TV is like the first month free or whatever, that type of thing.
Yeah, I see.
So, yeah. But I highly recommend it lah. It's just that it's a bit long.
I want to watch it, but like it's only in selected cinemas. Then I'm very lazy to like travel like, I don't know, to Lido to watch.
Yeah. You only see it in like very, very rare places, like not very common places. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing about Singapore, right? Most of the time is like these Oscar movies, right? Towards the Oscar season, you'll come back in the cinema. So if you're so if you're not gonna rush or whatever, right, then you can just wait until that season to go and watch it. I think it's a very, very good movie. And I think it might win Best Picture this year. Okay, next up, Jin Yong, what is your favorite movie this year?
Okay, my favorite movie besides the very obvious one that I mentioned in the draft, I'll pick one that I didn't pick in the draft. And it was surprisingly good because I wasn't expecting it to be so deep. I'm picking Hayao Miyazaki's The Boy and the Heron.
The Boy and the Heron.
Yeah.
The Boy and the Heron.
Yeah.
So for me, the movie was a bit like Spirited Away in the sense that it was like self-discovery, a journey of self-discovery and stuff. Yeah, but this had more mature themes. Like it was about death, it was about the loss of a loved one, this kind of thing.
I think they benefited a lot also by the marketing, for the fact that
correct,
there's no trailer. And then it was really like self-anticipation. It's just like, hey, he got on like other movie coming up. He's quite old already, right? If I'm not wrong.
Close to 80 already, 80 plus already. He keeps saying this is his last film. But people like don't believe because he said this is the last film.
He's not retiring.
Yeah. It's like the 99-cent store. Closing out sale.
Forever closing out.
Forever going down.
Moving out sale. That's it, bro. You've been here for 5 years. We're gonna wrap this up by saying all of our honorable mentions, things that we didn't pick. I think let's quickly rattle them off. Either Oppenheimer, of course.
Oppenheimer, Barbie.
Yeah, Barbie. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. If anybody watched Air, the Michael Jordan,
Jordan,
one,
yes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that one. The first Slam Dunk. Yeah, I love that one also. Yeah.
Ant-Man, the quantum.
And then the last one, right, is Past Lives.
Oh, Past Lives. I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, I only recently, like really, really recently watched it. But yeah, very, very touching, very, very moving. Okay, after movie, next category is Korean drama. Yeah, Korean drama. To be honest, Korean drama this year, I think that there's actually quite a lot of options and it varies in genre. So it's like maybe thrillers or like romantic stuff.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, Jin Yong, you're up first. What is your favorite Korean drama of 2023?
I'm going to pick, I don't know whether you guys watched this. This is the second season of Taxi Driver.
Oh my gosh! That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually very nice. I didn't expect myself to enjoy it because normally season 2 is not as good as season 1. But I gave it a try. And then you could really see that this was like based on the Songri Blazing Sun scandal. Like there were really, really a lot of like things that you see is details from the actual thing, that the actual scandal that happened. Yeah, and it still gives you that very shock feeling that all these bad guys will be kicked in the ass.
The male lead, right? I've only seen him in like a few shows only. This guy.
But he's good. I really like him. Yeah.
Yeah, he can pull off that like action star stoic that sort of feel.
Yeah. The Korean version, Jason Statham. No, like the
yeah.
Transporter.
He got the who the Natasha Romanoff sister say one. fight must have the fight stance, so I must land in the a certain fight.
Just like the
hero move.
Yeah.
This one is a bit of like a sleeper pick, but you know what? It's a very nice thriller or like joyride action. Very different from what I'm gonna pick. But yeah, I think that's a good pick. For me, right, I don't know whether you and me, Brendan, will probably pick the same one. We touched on it a bit in like some of the drafts that we did, like the Netflix draft and stuff like that.
The Glory?
Yeah, so it's Glory.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Because season 1 was the last year, and then season 2 was like in March this year, right? Correct? If I'm not wrong, February or March.
Yeah. But no, actually, I really like the male lead, the Lee Do-hyun, right? In season 1.
Yeah, the one that's currently dating the villain of that show.
Is it? I didn't know that. I didn't know he was.
Yes. Correct. In real life.
Oh, is he? He's dating Lim Ji-yeon. Oh.
I also think the whole cast acted very well. Not a single person. I thought.
Honestly, I was very shocked that Song Hye-kyo can act like this well. I honestly didn't think that she was a very good actress before this.
Your experience
From Descendants of the Sun.
Yeah, Descendants of the Sun.
Yeah. Plus, I feel like it's a very good match because like after she divorced from Song Joong-ki, right? Like she now seems a bit more mature.
Yeah.
That she fits this role.
No, I was saying that besides being this very stoic person, or rather, sorry, being very stoic in the role, she actually had portrayed the conflicting, how to say, the feeling inside, because there are times when you can see that she knows that she has to do this for revenge, but she second guess and say, is this too much? Yeah, so these are the parts that I actually like about her acting. Yeah.
There are 2 people in the show that I really thought that they are really very good actors. One is the villain, like the Im Ji-yeon. Right? I just really think that she's a very, very talented actress. Like she has this crazy look all the time. Yeah. And then the other one is her husband. I like him because he acts very well with his eyes. Like he doesn't need to sort of say anything to emote emotions. You can see like he's very confusing or he's processing stuff in his brain. Besides that, right, we're going to talk about some of the honorable mentions for the Korean dramas that's rattled off quickly. What are some things that you strongly considered, boys?
What Lies in My Garden?
What Lies in My Garden?
Yeah.
Duna.
My wife tried that show and did not like it.
Yeah.
She's like over here, right? She's like,
honestly,
it's very slow.
No, but it was popular because slow because the thing is, and the person the reason why Suzy saves make the show popular and the show that I'm watching now that is My Demon.
Oh, My Demon.
That one is not bad. That one is actually not bad.
Yeah. There's another show that just came out with the Han So-hee that is like
Amanda's watching it. She said the Gyeong Song. I actually put it on my list, but it also the thing is I don't really I never like this genre. Yeah,
a bit creepy genre.
Yeah, a bit creepy, a bit like yeah. But I was shocked that Amanda liked it because she usually doesn't deal with this genre as well. But she said that it's actually very interesting.
Other ones that I also consider is like Mask Girl. I don't know if any of you watched.
Oh yes,
Mask Girl is actually a very how to say a very top classic.
Yeah, very dark. Yeah. The Killing Vote. I don't know if anyone watched it. It's on Amazon Prime. Yeah. Also starring the Im Ji-yeon. Next category is a reality show or competition. To be honest, right, this is a genre that was dominated by the Korean market lah. Yeah, they really came up with a lot of good reality shows and competitions. Okay, Brandon. First off, what was your favorite reality show or competition?
I shall pick Squid Game the Challenge. Honestly,
No
I thought that they did quite a good job considering the amount of hype. Because I feel that generally, usually people that do like a remake of like a movie or like a show, they don't really do it that well. I like the way that they put like we talk about it on the other episodes, like where they do a lot of social situations and then it gets you thinking like, wow, what if I'm them?
It's very easy to try and put yourself in their positions in a lot of the scenarios, and then it's good because it's like a lot of water cooler talk. You can talk with each other and be like, hey, what would you have done?
Yeah.
How would you do this type of thing? And then overall, I felt like the games that they brought in, right, not the games that were featured in the show, right, I thought they were overall quite good lah. Like the Battleship, I thought was good. I also like the the Circle of Trust was like, wow, my.
Oh, the Circle of Trust was great. Yeah. The mind games. Wow.
Sion, do you get a chance to watch it finally?
I watched, I think, only the first episode. Then after I'm like, okay, it's very
Yeah. You have to push through the first episode. I always tell my friends, like the first episode usually is really the hardest. I honestly almost give up, but then like my wife like watch your TV, push on. Like after from episode 2 onwards, I think it got a lot more interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I shall give it another chance.
Yeah, the moment they reach the Dalgona, right, it's like, wow, this is like.
Oh yes. When they reach the Dalgona.
But overall, I think this is a good pick. I'm up next. I didn't pick this because it was an obvious pick lah. We did like a 2-episode series.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all watched this, but The Devil's Plan was really very, very good.
Oh
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a sleeper.
Yeah. Just to like give a bit of the premise, right? It's a group of accomplished Korean men and women. They're like some celebrities or some is like more smart people.
Game.
Yeah, they put themselves in the house and then compete with each other in a series of like highly intellectual, challenging games. They put you in scenarios that is really high level thinking lah. So I was very impressed by all of the people that took part in the games. And the thing that makes me like it a bit more than the Squid Game, right? I feel that you can emotionally attach yourself to people there.
Oh, that's a very good point.
Which you can't really feel in the Squid Game, the challenge lah, because it's like they really cut like, okay, this person out, then after that you focus on another person. Last like 4 or 5 episodes, right? It's just like super intense. Yeah.
Because that's where the cream of the crop is left, ma. That few that are really, really, really good. This was like a 2023 version of The Genius. But of course, they up the stakes in terms of making the game more complex and invite more intellectual people lah.
So that's my pick, Devil's Plan. Last up, Jin Yong, what is your sort of a favorite Korean? Korean. Favorite reality show competition? Yeah, we're really assuming it's Korean.
I'm going to pick something I think none of you watched before. But I'm very proud that I discovered this on YouTube. Okay, it's this UK series called Taskmaster.
Okay.
So the premise of this is... Yeah, Brandon got watched before?
I watched clips of it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so the premise of this is that, correct. Every season they invite 5 comedians. So the 5 comedians, every episode they will play games and collect points to win the so-called Taskmaster lah. But the games are like can be very lame one, and they can be like try to throw a potato into the hole like from this circle, or they can be things like we hit a cow in this a toy cow in this room, go find it. But because it's very simple, right? But the comedians every time find ways to make it very, very funny one. So like for example, that they have this prize task. They say recently the most recent series that I watched is they say it's a prize task. So they say bring the most surprising thing about yourself. So out of the 5 contestants, right, they invited Mo Farah, who is a long distance runner, not known for jokes and because he always like long distance runner, Olympic gold winner. He brought a hairdryer there and his botak. Yeah, then like everybody laugh lor. Then like people ask him, so what you use this to blow? Then he say, you think like my hair is my top is the only part they got hair, man? It's a very funny concept in the sense that there are games to be played, but the comedians are the ones that make it funny. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're going for more of a light-hearted sort of
yes.
Yeah, this is the one that you can
The humor is not like the US humor where they use words, they are more crude and more direct. The UK humor sometimes they a bit intellectual one. They like to use wordplay. They like to like be a bit, how to say, you must turn your head around to get the joke kind. So I like lah.
Gotta love it. I think it's nice also that we have something that's a bit different from the 2 ones that me and Brandon picked. Because both of us are more, it's more like very, very deep and then very, very like intellectual stuff like that lah. Some honorable mentions that we gonna consider.
Physical 100. Yes, there we go. Yes.
Yeah. There's another one, right, that I highly recommend. It's also Korean, that's on Netflix, right? It's called Siren. Survive the Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really very good, like, because basically they put like different segments of like public service into an island, and then they play like capture the flag. So it's like there are 5 military women, there are 5 police officers, 5 firewomen. And
this sounds cool. Okay.
Yeah, it's very, very, very intense and very, very chaotic. And then like there's this thing that happens in the middle of the night where it's like the alarm will go off, right? Then everyone has to start like doing the capture the flag. Then it just becomes very like crazy and very intense. Yeah. So I enjoyed it a lot. me and my wife had a lot of fun watching. All right. Next up is the documentary or film series. My boy Brandon here is struggling for this. but you will get to go last. Okay, Ziyong, what was your favorite documentary of this year?
But I think in terms of shock factor and how well thought out, and I think in terms of like the people that took part in the documentary, In the Name of God.
Oh,
Really
I
very
know
good.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Oh.
Yeah.
So you did watch it, Brandon?
Yeah. I watched a part. I watched part of
You
it.
watched it,
And honestly, I watched it. A part of it, and it was good.
Especially the first two episodes lah.
Yeah, the first two episodes was the most shocking one.
Yeah, but it gets a bit. It gets, but that's the thing is that usually the more interesting documentaries, right? They're very heavy. Yeah, after watching this documentary,
Yeah.
I felt like wow.
I agree.
The middle ones, they're not bad, but they're not as how to say yeah, that's not
Comparatively
really,
wise.
yeah, you can tell that like the main marketing ploy was also like the first episode and then towards the last episode stuff. Okay, for me, right, I'm gonna like write on your religious pick. Mine is also a religious documentary. I'm gonna say first off, right, morally it's a bit hard for me to pick this pick because I'm Christian. I think me and Brandon, we are both Christian, but a bit of me that doesn't want to really talk about it because of the fact that it's like it covers such a big mega church. I feel that it really was a very, very well done documentary. And to be honest, right, it's good that they expose the truth behind the church. It's a documentary that you can watch on Disney Plus, but it's actually originally done by FX, right? It's called The Secrets of Hillsong. So it's a very do you watch it, Brandon?
Sorry.
By chance?
Yeah, no, my friend showed me a few clips of it, like the one of the more important portion of it, yeah.
Give me a while. I'm adding this to my Disney Plus list.
Disney Plus is, yeah. So if you don't know, right, actually Hillsong is a huge reason for a lot of music that is sung in churches. So especially like in the past 10 or 15 years. I also, as a Christian, I'm also able to tell myself like the music, I can separate it from the actions of the people that are involved in the church. This documentary, to be honest, is very intense. It covers a lot of the atrocities that the Hillsong Church did, from cultivating like a culture of sexual assault, also a lot of mismanagement of church funds, also a lot of lying and deceit and stuff like that. In general, just a lot of bad things. But I think the documentary also, they came from they were Christian filmmakers, and then they approached it from a very honest perspective because that they felt that they had to expose evil irregardless. And then I also think that they featured the pastor of the Hillsong Church in New York, who was Justin Bieber's pastor. So this guy, right, he was in the documentary the whole time, where he was like, he gave his honest perspective on the things that he did that was wrong, and then also about like the overarching church. Yeah, very, very good documentary for me. Next up, Brandon. You didn't watch much documentaries, but what is your favorite documentary of 2023?
Oh my gosh, I think this counts as a documentary, and I think this was also a very well done documentary. Beckham.
Yeah, it counts.
Yes.
Counts, right? Yeah. You watched the whole thing? The 4 series, the 4 episodes?
No. I watched the first episode, but it was good. I felt it was very good. I felt like it also highlighted like his life, like about his marriage as well.
And I think it gave him recognition as a footballer. Because to be honest, he's known as a celebrity. They sort of disregard the fact that he was a very good footballer.
No, I have to say I watched the documentary. I'm quite impressed with how he and his wife, right, just answered the questions on his sex scandal. Like they really answered.
Yes.
Hide away from it.
And I think he comes off very likable throughout the whole documentary. Even though he's a flawed person. Or if you want to have like some discussion, we also have a KopiBros episode about that. What are some honorable mentions? To be honest, right, my 2 honorable mentions were this Beckham dog and the In the Name of God.
Honestly, I have none.
So I also watched one more that is about the Boy Scouts one. But they're also very dark.
Yes. I saw that one. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's good but it's a bit intense. It's like, moving away from the sad stuff. Okay, we're gonna go to our last category, which is of course the show. So this will be a bit different from the Korean drama segment that we did previously. Brandon, what is the best show that you've watched for 2023?
But can I choose anime?
Yeah, sure. I think it's okay.
For this year, I think Jujutsu Kaisen. I think this is season 2. This is season 2 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, like I felt like the animation studio did a very, very good job, and they moved in a completely different direction in season 2 lah. So in some sense, it's supposedly taking over Naruto, because Naruto ended. Then I feel like a lot of people felt this is very similar to Naruto. A summary about it is basically like there's this high schooler, naturally very gifted at sports and a lot of different things. But then after that, suddenly one night there was like a demon. Japanese like a demon attack. There was exorcist who came to exorcise the demon. When the guy came along, he ate the one of the strongest demon's finger. Then from there he incorporated the powers.
Why was season 2 so good? Because you just feel that it veered from season 1.
Because a lot of people keep dying. I was shocked that so many people died. I was just like, wow, damn.
It came out as a manga first, so the storyline itself is really very good, really. But I think the animation that the company did in terms of like all the demons and all the fighting is actually very, very well done.
Oh yes.
2023 is a big year for anime in general lah. Like this is the last season also of the Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titans, yeah.
Like One Piece also we did
Yes. One Piece came out. Yes, correct. Because One Piece they went into like one of the biggest arc this year as well. Like it was the arc with Kaido. Then even for Bleach, right? They started the 1,000-year war blood. Like like moving towards the ending also. So it's like these are because the biggest three used to be Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. So it's like now that it's like moving towards the end, you know.
All coming
like,
to
sort of like coming to an end. Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I think this was a good year for anime. My show, though, is not anime by any means. I think it's a bit different from most, like what most people consider like the best show that they watched this year. But there's actually a show that wrapped up on HBO. It's called Succession. That I really loved. It's basically about how there's a big conglomerate family that owns like this big media company, and then the whole first 1 to 4 season, right, is about the succession plan, about essentially like how this old head of the family, right, he's dying, and then after the 3 kids, they are vying for the position to go and take over lah. It sounds very serious, right, but there's a lot of like humor that is mixed into the film. And this season 4, they had a huge twist lah, which like spoiler warning in about the 4th episode of the season, right, the father dies, so they purposely make it sudden, right, so that the whole family all panic. There's a lot of chaos that happens throughout the whole season, and then it just ends in a very remarkable way that you feel that wow, this is like the perfect ending for this whole series, because you feel that their relationships between the children cannot be salvaged after what happens at the end lah. It might not as popular in like Singapore, but in the US it's like one of the most biggest shows lah. Yeah. HBO. Okay. Last up, Jin Yong, what is your best show of 2023?
Okay, I'm going to pick a show I think none of you watched before. I'm going to pick a Chinese series. I normally don't like Chinese series because for a long period of time, right, they only have a few like categories of it. They either do like that kind of fight Japanese, that kind of series lah. Means like the building of China at that time about 60, 70 years ago. The urban drama, which is like done and like dried and like just very like overly done. So this series that I'm picking, to me, is something different. And not only different, right? I think the characters inside all acted very well. Then the character growth and everything was also done very well. It's called The Knockout, called Kwang Biao. Okay, so in short, right, this series is about a fishmonger and his rise from like selling fish all the way to become like the biggest like crime lord.
It sounds a bit like what Breaking Bad, what a teacher become the
the biggest drug dealer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, but the actors inside all showed incredible like range and like growth lah. Like the main actor himself, his own brother, including his wife, right? All these were very little known actor and actresses until they acted in the film, right? Then all of them become like damn famous suddenly. Yeah, because it was released at the start of this year and it gained flame in China very soon. I only started watching it around like the second half of the 2023. Then I'm like, hey, actually not bad eh. Yeah.
Okay. I thought you were going to pick something else, no? That was featured in Netflix also, which is the Copycat Killer.
Oh yes, that is not bad also. Yeah, that is not bad also.
Yes.
But Copycat Killer for me, because it's shorter. Yeah, so I think the plot captured me more than the like everything else lah. But this the Knockout, right? It had plot, it had like acting performances. Then you could really see the growth, and then the like how they slowly went from nobody to somebody. Then only for him to lose everything, then he like give up in life like that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I like the fact that there are 3 of us on this podcast, right? Because we got completely different kind of shows and stuff like that lah. So before you wrap it up, right, are there any more honorable mentions for shows that you considered for like the best show of 2023?
Yes. Spy X Family Season 2.
You picked that for your Netflix draft, I remember.
Yeah, correct.
For me, right, The Bear was really very good, but that one's on Disney Plus also. The Last of Us, also I really enjoyed. HBO. Interestingly enough, right, I was gonna ask this before we end off the episode. Are there any shows or movies that you're gonna be looking forward to next year, 2024?
The Voice is one.
For me, easily, it's the House of Dragon season 2 is coming out.
Oh.
Yeah, with like 1.5 season. Yeah, and then movies are Dune Part 2.
Oh, Dune Part 2. Yes.
Yeah,
From Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3. Yeah. Deadpool 3. Godzilla X Kong.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That looks good also, especially when you see
Yeah.
them running together.
Yeah. Like that badass. It looks that badass. Yeah.
Sadly, that ends 203 and now onward to 2024. But that was our wrap up episode of 2023 movies and shows.
Get out of here.
Oh, look at the time. The coffee shop is closing. But in the meantime, if you enjoyed the episode, please remember give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe. We have episodes that drops every Monday. But in the same time, also, if you're into football, we have the Football Kaki that drops every Wednesday. And also, if you're into fun game show formats, we have the SG Draft podcast, our big podcast that drops every Friday. Also, if you're into fun and interesting tournament polls on Instagram, we have a weekly tournament poll that goes on from every Monday to Thursday. It's a reoccurring tournament that knocks out subsequent rounds and you progress over the course of the week. This week's tournament will be 2023 movies because we already did 2023 songs. Once again, not that many great movies, but we'll see who will end up being the winner for 2023. As you wrap up this year, we just want to wish everyone a happy new year. But remember,
A kopi a day keeps your troubles away.
Hi, Ken.
Hi Ken.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.